I'm Spear Keeper, and I give you a reason for every season. And this is my second exclusive Spear Christmas insider information video. I'm ecstatic to share all of this brand new information that I can share with all of you about Spear Christmas 2025, and this is sort of a second variation of the video that I did do last year, the top 8 facts from a Spear Insider. However, this time around I do have much juicier information to share, as last year the questions were very broad, and make sure to stick around till the end of the video for one of the biggest pieces of information about Spear Christmas 2025. However, I don't want to waste any more time, and I want to jump in the first piece of information that I can share with all of you, and that is going to be whether or not there will be a grand opening for Spear Christmas 2025. Obviously, last year they had a soft opening, and it wasn't anything big. Actually, there's only like 3 people when it did open, so not a lot of people knew about it. But this year, they will indeed be having a grand opening. Now, obviously, it won't be as big as Spirit Halloween as they did have it in 2024 with all the festivities, the actual carnival games, and everything like that, because they are in a sort of small shopping center and they don't have much space to work with. But they will have a grand opening, so it definitely will be announced to the public more than it was last year. And now, something else to share that I'm not quite sure on just yet is the opening date. Now, obviously, I'm super intrigued to see when it will open, but I'm not sure just yet, and even the workers don't know. They are working really hard to actually get to that opening date of hopefully mid-October, even early October, but once again, not confirmed or anything like that, just a prediction on my end. I also want to share with all of you that there will be many more locations coming for 2025 as job listings did go up, and that does give us an idea of how many locations there will be. Now, I'm not going to go over every single exact location, but I will give you all the states that Spirit Christmas will be coming to for 2025. Starting off with Connecticut, then we have Delaware, Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, and finally, Pennsylvania. So definitely a lot more locations than last year. So hopefully there will be some locations coming near you. I will have the job site linked down in the description below, so you can definitely take a look at that and take a look at all of the Spirit Christmas 2025 locations. But I just wanted to really share that with all of you, that they will be expanding their locations for 2025. A question that I've been hearing a lot of chatter about and a lot of people talking about is whether or not the ISE pieces will be reused from last year. Obviously, last year's ISE being the gingerbread lane with the gingerbread houses, the swinging snowman post office, and then that big gingerbread archway. And all I can say is that it will, in some shape, way, or form, it will be reused. Now, the insider couldn't really say too much. That's kind of all they could give away. So we will have to wait and see how that will be executed for the actual ISE, but it will be reused in some ways. Moving on to one of the most exciting segments on this video, being about the animatronics for 2025, and last year I barely covered on them whatsoever, but this year I'm super happy to say that I can give a lot more away, just a baseline idea, not photos or anything like that. But starting off, I do want to cover on something that I really never covered on before, with that being leaks. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm just going to be replying to them, not really giving too much away about the animatronics in general, because me personally, I honestly have no clue just by the names that we have gotten confirmed. With the first one being the SVI Santa Claus, and I can confirm that one. And then after that, we have the elephant also being made by SVI, which that one, I'm not 100% sure just yet whether or not that will be confirmed, so do definitely stick around, and that will be a surprise for all of you and myself if it does come out for 2025. And then after that, we have Charlie in the Box being licensed from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and that one is confirmed. As you saw in my little teaser yesterday, that will be sort of a baseline of the animatronic, as he is licensed, so we do have sort of an idea of what he will look like. And then finally, one of the final leaks from the shipping information that we did get will be the doll animatronic, and that one is also confirmed from SVI. One thing I do want to touch on before I move on to these next animatronics is going to be that last year we always got 3 variations of the Singin' Nutcracker being made by Rayland Industrial. And now those were obviously, well, the red one in specific was a reskin from Lowe's from also 2024, which was kind of sad to see, but we did also get 2 other variations with the silver and then the black one. And this year, as I was actually scrolling on the Spirit Christmas wiki, I did come across the navy nutcracker and the green nutcracker. And while I can't say, I'm able to confirm that these will also be coming to Spirit Christmas 2025. And now an animatronic that has gotten no leaks, no talk, or anything like that I'm able to share with all of you is going to be the Spirit Christmas 2025 Peppermint Nutcracker. Now, I don't have any photos or anything like that, only a baseline idea that it will obviously be peppermint color scheme, and hopefully it will hold a candy cane of some sort. From what I'm thinking, I wasn't able to actually see this thing, only got the talk from the insider, so we will have to wait and see what this does look like officially. And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for, the biggest piece of information that I can share with all of you about Spirit Christmas 2025, with this being the ISE name. Give me a drum roll, please. Peppermint Lane. Yes, you heard me correctly. Peppermint Lane will be coming to Spirit Christmas locations near you for 2025. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, last year we did get Gingerbread Lane as the ISE. Now this year we're going to be getting a brand new ISE with a sort of similar name to last year, with this being Peppermint Lane, also going along with the Peppermint Nutcracker that I just revealed. And I'm super excited to see Peppermint Lane in person this year. And I will once again touch up on the flagship location, as I did already make a video on a checkup about that. So if you do want to see that, I do highly recommend going to check that out. But the flagship location will be in Mays Lane in New Jersey, and a former Bed Bath & Beyond, and a former Spirit Halloween. So for 2025, we're going to be seeing Spirit Christmas 2025 in Mays Lane in New Jersey being one of the first stores to open up. Well, there you have it, my second insider information Spirit Christmas video to share with all of you. And let me know down in the comments below what your favorite piece of information that I did share today was. But anyway, make sure to remember that I'm a Spirit Keeper, and I give you a reason for every season. Bye.